Hey there, it is Money Mindset Monday. Do you ever feel like, dancing, you feel the music, you hear the music in your mind? There's a lot going on up here, and that's why we're going to be talking about the mindset, specifically your money mindset. Today is Money Mindset Monday, and today I'm going to talk about the mindset around what do you need to do so you stop chasing prospects. Stop chasing and start attracting. I know out there's a lot of language around magnetize, attract, call in your ideal clients. Some of you are still chasing people. In fact, it's kind of what we do, right? We kind of get into this mode of chasing prospects. We get into these endless follow-up loops. They say they need to think about it, and then we're off trying to book them and calling them, and pretty soon they disappear. So I'm going to talk about the mindset aspect of how to stop chasing prospects. So you are in the right place if you would love to fill your business with high-paying, high-quality clients who really, really, really value what you do and who you love to work with, right? Because at the end of the day, the people that you work with, that gives you your quality of life. The money and the people, the relationships, and doing your best work. So I'm going to talk today about this aspect, what to do if you are tired of chasing prospects. There is for sure a mindset and a skill set aspect to this topic, just like most of the topics that I talk on. Today, we're going to address the mindset. Wednesday, I'm going to talk about the skill set. What are the specific things that you can do in your conversation so that if you're having that chasing feeling, if you feel like you're in pursuit mode, what do you need to do to shift so that your prospect is actually pursuing you? All right. So first of all, welcome. And I want you to think about the last time you were in a position where you felt like you were pursuing. You had this energy of having to follow up, having to call them back, sending multiple text messages or email, and your prospect doesn't get back to you. What is that all about? So think about that. I want you to have that in your mind. And the first thing that you need to do, and I'm actually going to go through 3 things today that are all mindset related that can help you to shift from that pursuit or chase mode into attract and receive mode. Okay. Now, when I say attract and receive mode, I don't mean you're going to be doing nothing. You're not going to be sitting on the beach all day long and meditating and clients are going to fall out of the sky. Okay. It doesn't work like that. I wish I could tell you that it did. But one of the things that I have noticed over many years of studying, how important is my way of being? How important is my mindset? How important is my action? In order to create result, you actually have to take action. However, there are certain kinds of actions that are much more effective than others. And when you have the right mindset about those actions, when you're right in the right space, when you're in alignment, you can be so effective with just a few actions, like massively effective with just a few actions if the mindset is in the right place, right? If you are fully aligned. So that's why I'm talking about that. There's, I think it was Jack Canfield who said, 1 hour of inner work is worth 7 hours of outer work. That's why Money Mindset Monday is what we do on Monday. It's the first piece. So here's the 3 things. The first one that I want you to do is to notice, how sure are you about your value? How sure are you about the value you provide? Now, the thing about value is that a lot of times we don't even see our value. We have this service that's something we dreamed up. And because we're so close to it, it's like right at the tip of our nose, we can't even see the value for what it is. So the important thing is to connect with the value for your ideal client. It doesn't matter if you don't think it's valuable or if you do think it's valuable. What matters is the value to your ideal client. That's the first thing. The second thing about really not chasing prospects anymore is that the sales conversation or strategy session is not about selling. Okay. It's not about selling. It is about looking to see if you can help this person, and if you can, how you will do it. That is all. It's really, these first 2 points are really about the posturing that you want to have with respect to the person you're talking to. If you go to a doctor and you walk in and they try to sell you on the idea of a prescription, it's not going to go well. Like it doesn't even happen, right? It doesn't even happen, because the doctor understands the value of, at least the good ones, understands the value of what they have, the education that they have, the knowledge they have, and their ability to discern and evaluate the situation that's going on for you. And so when you walk in, they are sure about their value. There's no question about it. And they ask you a lot of questions to see what is the right fit. What is the thing that's going to serve you? Should they prescribe it or recommend it? Okay. So they are literally interviewing. In the medical world, it's called diagnosis. In sales, we would call it a needs analysis or an interview. In my process, I call it exploring the problem, where you're actually evaluating if and how you can help them. Now, there's a lot that goes into that. In order to know if and how you can help them, you need to be intimately connected to your quantum benefits. I have other videos on quantum benefits. If you haven't heard those yet, go and find them in on this page or in my video playlist, or because that's important. But what you need to know is that you need to know how you can help them specifically, how you help people specifically, so that you can interview the person that you're speaking to see if they're somebody you can help. The truth is, and I really want you to connect with this idea, is that you're not going to take money from someone that you can't really serve. Like if you honestly knew that you couldn't help someone, would you sell them something? Would you take their money? Probably not in good conscience, right? Because you're a high integrity person. You really want to know. And think about it. You're about to make a high ticket offer. You're going to make an offer for $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, whatever that number is. It could be $50, which might be high ticket for you. Okay. You're about to make a high ticket offer. And if this person takes it, you're going to be working with them. And so, or they're going to be utilizing your service. You're not going to take their money if it's not a good fit. It's just not who you are. All right. So really, you don't need to convince or pursue or push people in the exploration of the problem or in the needs analysis, in the getting to know you part of this conversation. All you need to do is think, I'm interviewing this person to see if and how I can help them. And if I can, I'm going to make a recommendation, which is my offer. Okay. The third piece, if you're tired of chasing prospects and you really want to attract them, and this is something that it's really a big deal for me, because I know that my time is limited. You know, I've got my 3 kids. I have my husband. I like to hike. I like to go to the beach. I recently took a bar class, which I am loving. There's activities that we like to do. And so every time you do a strategy session or a sales consultation, it takes time. So you really want to reserve those slots in your calendar for people who are ready to buy. This is obvious. I know. You want to talk to those people that are ready to buy. So what you want to do is, look, and I've been I've experienced a wide range of things, right? Everything from somebody getting on the phone, reciting back my quantum benefits and saying, can I just work with you now? I've watched every video, all the way to, who are you again? Right? Obviously, you want the first kind of person on the phone with you. And so what do? What I like to do when I'm planning out my marketing, or I'm planning to go speak somewhere, or I'm planning to do an interview, I like to think through, what is it that I want people who see me or hear me to have experienced of me before I get onto the phone with them, right? Ideally, and this is what I call your pre-call or pre-consultation funnel, you want to take a look in, there's a lot to do from the skill set and sort of the logistics on this, but today I'm going to talk about the mindset piece. what you want to do is think, where is this person's head? Where are they likely to be? And you want them to be at a point where they're ready to buy. Okay. They're probably not, some people are they're going to be on a spectrum, right? A 10 being that they're going to be ready to buy. The problem is urgent. They know you're the person for them. Or a 1 on that scale where the problem is sort of urgent, but maybe not. Maybe they just want to learn more about you. Okay. Your job as the purveyor of your amazing service is to help this person move up that scale before you get on the phone. Okay. Before you get on the phone. So you want to think through, how are they likely to know me? And what is the marketing material that I want this person to consume prior to them getting on the phone with me, so that I don't have to spend my time educating, teaching, or convincing. I can spend my time interviewing and making an offer. All right. If you find yourself in a place where you're doing a lot of education about what it is that you do, and talking about your background on your strategy sessions, it doesn't mean that you can't make the sale. It just means that you've got to cover more ground, and you may not be able to get to all of that in one call. And I'm all about you using your time most effectively, most efficiently. We want to do it in one call. So put that stuff, that education stuff, before the call. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a couple of successes that we've had recently in my sales mastery circle. And those are the people that are training with me over an extended period of time. They say that they want to be able to have every word that rolls off their tongue sound amazing. So that is what we're training. And one of the gals shared today that she made her highest priced offer ever that she's ever made before, higher than she's ever made before. And she made it to someone who met her, and he said to her, you are $700 more than everybody else that I've interviewed. He's a researcher. He actually interviewed 5 people who all do what she does. And he said, why should I pay you more? And she said, and she answered by asking him some of these interviewing questions. She really wanted to understand him. She asked great questions. One of the things I love to tell people is when you ask really great questions, people sell themselves right into your product, right into your service. So she was interviewing him. She was asking these questions, and it was so clear from her assessment of him from this strategy session that he was a perfect client for her, that when he asked her, why should I pay you more? She was able to recite back to him, well, remember earlier when you said this? Well, I do that. And this is how I can help you achieve that. Can they do that? No. And remember earlier when you said this other thing? That's what I do too. Can they do that? Right? And so it's a matter of helping the person to move up that scale of readiness by educating them beforehand and knowing how to ask those really great questions. All right. So that's it for today, the Money Mindset Monday. On Wednesday, I'm going to talk about some of the structures. There's technical or technology things that you can put in place. There's information and marketing that you can put in place. This is an obviously extremely complex and large field. I'm going to do a short snippet on Wednesday on the few items that you really need to have in place before you do your strategy session or sales consultation, so you can get on the phone with people who are ready to buy, weed out the tire kickers, the people that are there for the free coaching, and really move to a yes in a single phone call. Hope you had an amazing weekend. We were at the beach. We did a little hiking, went to bar class, and hope you had a great weekend. I love to hear from you. What questions do you have about what I taught today, or what things are you working on in your business? And I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll be here at 11 a.m. Pacific on this page. Do send me questions if you've got any. And I cannot wait to hear about your next high-ticket sales success story. Please let me know how it's going. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.